What is up, guys? Today we are gonna possibly be swatting away at gnats.
Yeah, that is
like
definitely
literally. No, but today we are talking about Thinkcar Thinkdiag. When I first saw that, I was like, Thinkdiag? And I was like, no, Thinkdiag. If you think, it's a diagnostic tool. So when you think about it, it's a think diagnostic tool.
That makes it sound funny.
So
if you think it is.
Shout out to our sponsors. We actually got this product as a sponsored product in order to review. So we're really excited to check it out. This functions by using Bluetooth, plugging into the Obd2 port. This is an Obd2 scanner. So you can find this on Amazon. We'll put the link for the product below so you can check it out. It's currently about $120 on Amazon, which is a pretty reasonable price for a scanner. So I'm excited to dive into it. We have two cars that we're gonna check it out on.
Hand you some stuff.
Hand me some fancy pamphlets. But these are the two cars that we will be trying the reader on. We have our 2010 G37 for the channel. If you guys are interested in seeing more about it, we have a playlist dedicated to that. And we also have our 2011 Honda CR-Z that we are also currently working on modifying, doing things to. So both of these cars are very nice cars.
Yeah,
we love them.
It's actually like foam pack and everything.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, that's nice packaging.
Yeah, it's actually not bad. So this is our little unit. I'm assuming this is the serial number on it. I have no idea. But
yeah, it looks like it. 97 blah blah blah.
986.
Yeah, exactly.
Serial number. Y'all can take it. If you want to pause and try and steal it, go right ahead.
It's like, where did our diagnostic tool go? Someone actually stole it by knowing the serial number.
It's kind of interesting, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a pretty small, compact unit. On the box, it does tell you that you need to download the app because it is a Bluetooth unit. It's like Thinkdiag Plus. I downloaded it. I just looked for it on the App Store.
Yep.
But let's plug this in.
How do you feel about the construction quality of the piece?
To be honest with you.
Oh, that's pretty beefy.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is nice. This feels like a high quality item. Yeah. And it's nice and compact too, so you can this is something you can keep in your glove box. So I have other readers that we have. I keep them in the trunk, you know, stuff like that.
It is a lot bigger, and like the box is kind of, because you want to keep that in the box. Yeah. This is really small enough that you could just keep it anywhere.
Yeah, and it looks like the material that it's made with is robust enough that
it's kind of like rubberized.
Yeah, if it kind of bounces around in a glove box, I wouldn't be worried about it.
Yeah, I agree.
But it definitely is a lot more convenient in that sense. Like, I feel like everyone should have a reader in their car, because you really just never know, especially when you have a G37 and it throws map sensor codes, and then you try to replace the map sensor and it doesn't fix the code. So
this
then
sounds
you have
like a really specific problem that might be catered towards you.
So then you have to replace the stock sensor by cleaning it, and then it clears the code, but then you have a map sensor code and a random misfire code. So that wasn't fun.
Okay, so we plug it in and it's got a little light.
There you go. Shows that it's functioning. Of course, we will have to put the car in the key on position in order to run it, but let's check that out.
Let's open the app here. No, I don't need you to send me. Okay, so I guess we have to make an account.
Yeah, so we'll go ahead and make an account really quick.
Right,
okay, so we created an account. We use a serial number and activation code, and the device paired. As you can see, it has the light running and it beeps, which is pretty cool. So it automatically pulled up the VIN number for the car, which is fantastic, and then downloaded some of Nissan Infinity software.
Which I'm assuming then when we plug it into that, it'll download relevant Honda software.
Yep.
You know?
Which is pretty cool. So now it's basically put us at our main menu.
Yeah.
So we can...
I mean, we'll just kind of like click through. You can see it has the Nissan anti-theft system stuff. You can manually reset service schedules, so probably the service lights.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and then you can... I don't know if this is a 16 or 14 pin.
I think it's a 16 pin, if I remember
Let's
correctly.
see what we have. Okay, you manage to select your vehicle type.
So you can select your vehicle specifically.
Which?
Silvio Skyline. It's a Skyline, bro.
Is it though?
It could be under... Is it there?
No. So it could be under Skyline.
I mean, it might just be under Skyline, because it's technically a no, not R34.
We wish.
370Z is correct also. No, it does say G37 sedan. So it has like the full information on
so
there.
we can just kind of like understand stuff. Operational scan standard systems needs to use on the vehicle. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, cool.
So we're going to confirm for a system scan. We're running a diagnostic scan now. Pretty cool.
Cruise control system, SRS, transmission control, all kinds of fun stuff.
You know, someone had asked on a different OBD scanner video if this cleared, if that scanner cleared ABS codes. I feel like this one might,
I agree,
based on
actually.
how thorough it's scanning.
It's kind of nice. Look, it gives you all the stuff it's actually equipped with or not equipped with.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's pretty impressive,
it is.
actually.
So it tells you what your system is that you have on the car, in case you didn't know.
Yeah.
But that's kind of cool. And then, let's see what we have. Yeah, you
Oh
can
yeah,
check
go to
out-
ABS. That's okay. So it gives you the ABS info
Yep.
for you to record if you want. Oh, you can
Yeah,
clear your
clear
ABS
fault
codes.
codes, read fault codes.
That's pretty cool. So this reader can do what our other reader, which we're not going to name in this video, cannot do, because the other reader was just
Didn't have
basic
that.
diagnostic and clear the code.
Yeah, so
This one can clear ABS codes, which is pretty solid.
okay, so here we go. So we can check our maintenance functions and reset all the relative lights. We can check reports and diagnostic records from previous scans.
Yeah,
you know?
let's try that, because we did have some check engine lights that came on.
Let's see.
Let's see if there's anything that pops up.
Probably not at the moment because this didn't read it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, you know, usually once it's clear, right? So
Yeah.
the chances of it popping up, I'd be pretty surprised.
Well, yeah, we can check and fix all these guys. Because these are the individual lights that will pop on your dash, you know?
Oh, wow. So you can reset specific lights.
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, I can kind of see. And then inspect emission related issues of powertrain, functions. There it goes beeping at us. Yeah, let's get out of here.
Yeah,
No one
these
wants you
gnats
in this
the
video.
evening are not the business guys.
Okay, so check engine light off. Current codes in the CCU 0. Readiness completed. Yeah. So it gives you all the kind of, you know, basic info and stuff, and tells you if you have any stored lights and all that fun
Does
stuff.
it do any real-time reading?
I don't know. We'd probably have to
Like
have...
engine idle?
I don't think so, because it doesn't want you to have this plugged in when the car's technically on,
Okay.
you know? So probably not. I know the other one does some real-time stuff.
Yeah, the other reader did some, but like, to be honest, all it really
kind of-
did was just show me. It's kind of more of a fun toy than anything.
Yeah,
I don't really think that, like,
it's
seeing
necessary.
your idle, like,
Well, you can see your idle on, like, you know,
yeah.
cluster.
Or, I mean, if your gauge cluster is not working, you'll anyone who's worth their salt as far as mechanics concerned is going to understand what an idle sounds like.
Yeah, that's
You know,
fair.
like I know what 500 sounds like versus 1500 versus 3000
Yeah, that's fair.
on most cars, you know.
Yeah.
So that'll do it for the G37. Let's get this plugged
Let's
into the
go ahead and
CRZ
turn this off.
and see how that goes.
Let's see if we have to actually shut this off first. I don't know. I don't think so.
Let's pull it, see what happens.
Come on. I think it actually has like a little clip. All right, let's go plug it in over here.
Yep.
The fancy has a key over here.
So the CRZ, the diagnostic tool,
It's all the way
plugs in
down.
pretty deep in there.
Yeah. But we'll go ahead and
Key on.
this will probably tell us that we need to update some stuff, I'm assuming. Connecting.
This is where you guys can see it download the software in real time.
Hopefully, anyways. Yes, I know. Okay, well, let's give this. Yep. It tells us that we have to
Yeah, so it gives you
Do
kind
the
of a
VIN scan?
walkthrough every time if you want to plug when you plug in the reader, which is good in case
To a
you
new
forget
car.
how to use it.
Yep. You can manually enter the VIN as well of the car you're working on.
But there's kind of no point, because if it's an OBD2 car, it's gonna know how to pull the pin if the ECU matches.
Pretty much.
So,
So it's kind of going through our little.
I mean,
numbers
I
here.
guess you could use it technically to see if your ECU matches the VIN on the car.
Maybe, yeah.
That would be a good indicator.
It's trying. Okay. Let's choose.
Try one more time.
Yeah, let's go with one. Does a little
So it's doing a VIN scan.
Oh, it's loading. Trying.
So on the
to.
G37, it successfully pulled up the VIN. VIN matched. So right now it's gambling.
Yeah, basically. We might have to actually select it though. And you can see they have a bunch of just the,
Mm-hmm.
you know, different ones down here. Yep. Please select the vehicle by brand only, so we'll click.
So my assumption is probably because, you know, the CRZ is not a common vehicle around the world.
Yeah, that's pretty true. I think there was only 30,000 in the US. 16 pin. That's what this is. It's definitely not a 3 pin.
So right now we're pulling up the software.
There we go. So we got all the info in there now.
Is that VIN match?
Probably. Okay. So now it's searching what I have on my car. Nance, can you please go away? No one likes you. You can see it's doing its little percentage up here in real time. Remember? This thing has a lot of electronic functions, so it might take a minute. It's nice that it gives you a little real-time like clock up here too.
Oh yeah. It tells you how long it's been scanning for.
Yeah. So 1 minute and 14 seconds.
And this probably would have been faster if it had hit a VIN match.
Well, I mean, we know it was because it was faster on that when it did have the VIN match. You know
Yeah,
what I
it
mean?
did. The system scan took what, like 30 second stops?
Like 20, 30, yeah, somewhere in that range. But this is kind of checking for all the stuff, you know?
So it's good that we actually
Had
this difference so you guys can see on a vehicle where it detected the VIN and downloaded the appropriate software versus a vehicle where it didn't detect the VIN and we kind of had to manually do it.
Yeah.
It's doing a more comprehensive scan.
I wouldn't necessarily say that, just because it has to be more broad because it doesn't know necessarily what it is. So it's just checking all the stuff that's relevant to Honda and Acura. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So this will show you guys what you can expect as far as a full system scan is concerned. If, like, let's say your vehicle doesn't specifically pop up with the software.
Yeah.
So we'll see the difference because this vehicle didn't specifically pop up. We'll see the difference in what looks like it's readable and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, neither of these cars have a check engine light on, so we don't have a way to.
We don't have anything to clear.
We don't have anything to manually clear, but we can already tell when we had the G37 with it plugged in that you are able to clear more than just your check engine light.
Yeah, you're able to check all the individual sort of systems.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah,
if you're having because that's definitely a difference when it comes to diagnostic tools. No one should buy a diagnostic tool that doesn't at the very minimum clear a check engine light.
Well, of course.
That's that's your minimum qualification.
Well, you know what's kind of nice is we have a friend who has an Accord. His TPMS sensor just kind of like randomly goes on and off, and I'll probably be able to swing by his house later with this and just
perfect.
like plug it into that and kind of check, because it's not even based on the tire pressure. Like, it's just random because the tires will all be fine. Could be a sensor that's reading weird. Sometimes we'll reset it by the car and it goes off for a while. Sometimes it just comes back on even though the tires are all fine, nothing's changed. You know, probably a bad sensor, but we can probably check it with this.
Yeah, it'd be cool to see if it pulls up like a specific fault.
Yeah, saying like maybe like this particular wheel sensor is bunk.
That would be dope. Can you imagine? It's like, oh, front right wheel sensor is faulty.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, great. I only have to buy one TPMS sensor.
Well, and you know exactly which it is and that type of fun stuff.
Yeah.
So, we're almost done here.
To give you an idea, we are now at 4 minutes, but that was the full scan.
So it tells us all the things we have.
So now it knows everything that's on the car, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Everything looks correct.
Yeah, that's all the stuff that's on here. So.
Yep.
Okay, so now we know what's on there. Maybe we can check this. Whatever, health report. See what it does. Yeah. Yep, it's in park and neutral, whatever. So yeah, no fault codes for the fuel injection right there. No fault code for the trans.
Full scan.
It's checking for a specific fault code, so I have something for here on the ABS, I guess. We'll look at it.
Interesting.
Yeah, we'll look at it. Who knows?
Freaking Eric, dude.
That's very accurate.
Eric is the guy that we bought this CRZ off of, a good buddy of ours. Got a great deal on it, but it's not without its quirks.
Apparently, it has an ABS code.
Thanks, Eric. So now we're 40 seconds into the scan.
We'll let it keep scanning while we kind of click some stuff.
Yeah, let's see what we can look at with the fault code. I would be interested to see if we can read that simultaneously with the scan.
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Doesn't seem like it, so we'll wait for that.
Try one more time. So this isn't a feature I would necessarily be able to.
Yeah.
I would necessarily expect it to be able to do for you to be able to read codes as it's scanning. Like that's not something that really any reader can do. Because like multitasking, like these things are, you know.
Well, I don't know. You can probably get like $1,000 Snapple, and it probably can.
Yeah.
But it's also, you know.
But also, it's $1,000, and like most people do not need $1,000
readers.
Code readers.
So what if I want one?
Well, then you can have one for $50 a week for the rest of your life. JK.
That's not really how that works.
It's the running Snap-on joke.
I
guess. Anything else popping up?
A couple things here. Whatever this is.
Electric power steering. Find fault code 1.
TPMS. We'll look at these things once it's all done.
9.
Not equipped. No fault code. So we'll wait for it to finish scanning, and then we'll kind of take a look at it. We'll pause this real quick and just kind of when it's back.
Yeah. Okay, so our diagnostic is complete.
Yeah, there's a couple little things in here. We'll click the tire pressure monitoring system one. Please record or print the information on this page so that you can read the fault code. Okay, these are all the different codes from whenever. They don't apply now because everything works, you know. But these are all the previous codes.
So these are old?
Yeah, these are old. Because there's no light on right now, you know.
Okay.
What I mean?
So we were able to see on this car
Previous
that
codes.
old codes.
Well, they probably weren't cleared.
Yeah.
And we did clear. Yeah, the other.
We did. So we did do a full clear or a check engine light clear on that. It was probably why nothing showed up. Whereas these faults seem to be things that solve themselves.
Fault memory. So
yeah.
now if I go back, no trouble code.
Yeah.
So then we can hit exit. So then we'll go back. So these are all old things that were in the car from Eric.
So this is good if you have the tool and you want to like take it to go check out a used car or something, and you can see like
the previous codes it's had in its kind of history if they weren't cleared properly.
Yeah, exactly. You could see if the cars had like some issues and stuff.
Yeah, so like if we look at the ABS one, it just says one fault code. That doesn't matter. It communicates with it. And we already checked it, but it'll just tell you that, you know, at one point the battery voltage was low. So if you read, there you go.
Yeah.
So
so it's pretty cool.
Now.
You can
well, real quick actually, you can just then click clear fault code, confirm, done.
And the car even beeped to let us know.
Yeah. So we can just kind of go through, clear anything. You can actually just hit clear DTCs. So we're just gonna. I don't need anything that was in memory. No, clear all the stuff.
So now we're doing a full sweep clear, basically.
Yeah,
just gonna clear everything.
Yeah. So you can see what it's clear right now. So
that's pretty cool. You don't have to go and manually clear every single code.
Yeah, you can pretty much just hit clear like everything. Like I said, there's no issues. If there are, they'll pop up and we'll recheck it. You know what I mean? But this thing doesn't have any issues at the moment, so it'll just clear everything that was in previous history because I don't really care about it.
Yep.
So.
Thanks, Eric.
All right. Oh, look, no fault codes.
None at all. Great.
Great. Ooh, let's click fault report. Normal tough. Yeah.
Cool.
Go back. Back.
That's pretty in depth.
Yep, and then you can end diagnostic. Yep, we'll comment on your stuff later. There you go.
So we're gonna put this back in the box because we like keeping things in boxes.
Oh, I definitely do. Because then I can put it in the toolbox and like it'll be nice and sorted and organized. Unlike
nice
everything else
nice
here.
and clean in the box. So
unlike everything else here.
You know, this reader was far more in depth than I actually expected it to be be honest.
No, I can agree with you. Yeah.
I thought it was going to be just a reader that was able to read check engine lights, clear check engine lights, and have a fancy Bluetooth app. But it's actually
a little more in depth.
Pretty in depth.
Yeah. So
it has a fault memory. It gives you full readouts of every single feature that you have on your car. You can clear everything in that you want to read manually one by one or all at once.
Yep. Including ABS.
Including ABS, which was something very specific that someone asked us about on our other OBD2 scanner video.
Yep.
So I'm very happy that we got this. Thank you guys so much for our sponsors sending us this reader. I'm
pretty stoked on it.
I'm really stoked on it.
Yeah, definitely.
This is great. This is something that I think I would say I'd be down to pick this up.
Yeah.
Never worn a sponsored item.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
Check it out. We're going to leave a link in the description for you guys to pick it up. They do have 2 readers that you can find on Amazon with slightly different names. This one's called Thinkdiag. There's also, I believe the other one's called Kingdiag.
Is it?
Or something like that. They're basically the same reader, so you can choose whichever one you want to order. But this is the one that we have. Right.
Think moments.
This is the one that we have experience with. Yep. You got to see everything that it got to do in real time, and yep. I'm
pretty stoked on it. I think it's actually like a nice product. It's actually not like I said, you could leave it in. I mean, even in the box, or even if you didn't, you could just leave it in your glove box. It's small. Yeah. It connects to your phone.
Yeah.
You always have that.
It's well built, and I think we're going to be using this a lot. I mean, you're using it tonight.
Yeah, exactly. So
perfect.
Yep.
So let us know what you guys thought of the product and the video in the comments down below. If you guys have any questions about the reader or anything like that, let us know as well in the comments down below. Thank you once again to our sponsors. We really appreciate you guys.
Yep.
We will leave a link of the product in the comments and the video description in case you guys want to pick one up yourself. And if you like the video, please make sure to like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and we'll see you in the next one.
We appreciate you guys. And Thinkdiag and Thinkcar.
Thinkcar.